Hi guys, welcome to today's video. I'm Anne, you're on Scentolutions_ME. We talk about affordable perfumes on this channel, so if that's the kind of content you like, you're in the right place. My returning subscribers, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for always watching and following and just keeping up with things that happen on this channel. I sincerely do not take you for granted. And if you're new on here, welcome on board. I hope you enjoy it here. If you haven't subscribed and you like this kind of content, don't hesitate to click the subscribe button and join our beautiful fragrance family. So today, guys, I have something interesting for you, and this is a dupe for one of my best perfumes ever. It is Prohibit Rouge, and it is a dupe from Fragrance World of, like I said, one of my best perfumes, and that is L'Interdit Rouge by Givenchy. We will talk about differences and similarities, but let me just tell you about this perfume. It is from Fragrance World. It has, in the opening, blood orange and ginger. In the mid, it has jasmine, tuberose, and pimento leaf. And then at the base, it's got sandalwood, vetiver, and patchouli. Now, what do I smell? In the opening, you're going to get slight perfumer's alcohol. I mean, if you use Middle Eastern dupes and all that, you've come to expect that. So that's not news. But this starts off with a rich citrusy ginger that people have compared to like root beer. So if you've had root beer, that opening sort of reminds you of that. It's very spicy. It's almost sweet, but not like sickly sweet. It's not, sweet in a sickly manner, but it has a kick of spiciness and a rich citrusy opening that I thoroughly enjoy. That opening is everything. It's very addictive. As this starts to dry, give it about 5 minutes. The florals come through in full bloom, but the main floral here is the tuberose. So this perfume is actually a tuberose forward perfume. You're going to smell the tuberose in addition to that spicy kick from the ginger and the pimento leaf. So those things kind of give it some body and they allow it to sort of cross that realm of being an overly heady white floral into something a bit more exciting. Now, as this dries, it goes into a warm, rich sandalwood patchouli base. So you're going to get a slight woodiness, a slight greenness, and earthiness from the patchouli. But it's not in a way that would put off somebody who doesn't like patchouli. I'm not a huge fan of patchouli, especially when it's not very refined, but the way that it's done here, I really, really enjoy. This perfume is going to give you good projection in the first to second hour. So above arm's length, you will be smelled, especially if you spray very generously. And by generously, I'm saying anything upwards of 10, 12 sprays. So you're going to get that good projection. People are going to smell you. It's such a gorgeous perfume. I mean, the smell is everything. You're going to get good longevity as well. And for good longevity, I'm saying that this gives me roughly 2 hours, 3 hours on my skin. On my clothes, it gives me about 4, 5 hours. Again, like I said, I have to spray quite generously. So when you're spraying all of these perfumes, you kind of have to use it generously to get the best effect. Let's compare this to L'Interdit Rouge because it's supposed to be a dupe for it. L'Interdit Rouge, this perfume is, like I said, one of my best perfumes ever made. It is gorgeous, it is sexy, it's alluring. It's that kind of white floral that is such a grown, a sexy perfume. Like, I feel like you're doing this perfume a disservice if you don't dress to the nines when you wear it. I feel like I'm wasting it when I just spray it randomly. So I always make sure that I wear it when I'm going out. It's black tie dinner. It is when I'm going on dates with my husband. It's that kind of perfume that just gives me so much confidence. I don't know. This is a finely, expertly blended perfume. I'm in love with it. Yes. And I think that Fragrance World did a fantastic job of duping this perfume. These two perfumes, I would say, smell 80% similar. The only difference would be perhaps at the base. So the patchouli in Prohibit is a bit more earthy. It feels a little more gritty, that patchouli. In L'Interdit by Givenchy, it feels, or L'Interdit Rouge rather, it feels more rounded, it feels more refined, it doesn't feel quite as earthy. That I think is really the only difference. Another difference would be in the longevity. I get more longevity from L'Interdit Rouge, both on my skin and on my clothes. I also get slightly more projection, but then again, guys, I mean, they're not at the same price point. This must be up to 8 times the price of Prohibit Rouge. So 8 times more than the price. You can't compare. It's not realistic to expect that kind of performance from a dupe that is so cheap. So I feel like we should always manage our expectations when it comes to dupes. I just feel like expecting too much from a dupe is not realistic. Okay, so there you have it. I feel this perfume is, like I said, 80% similar to L'Interdit Rouge. If you do not have L'Interdit Rouge, but you want to experience how it smells, you want to luxuriate, because that's the only word that comes to mind when I use L'Interdit Rouge, is luxuriating. It's just sensual, it's sultry, it's skillfully blended, it's everything. If you want to experience that masterpiece and you don't want to break the bank, this is a good way to go, guys. It's very good. Very, very good. But you have to like white florals. You have to be able to tolerate a little bit of patchouli, obviously. Yeah. And you have to like a little bit of spiciness in your perfume. So think root beer in the opening, and then everything else I described in terms of the florals, the wood, the patchouli. Okay, guys, there you have it. Those are my thoughts on Prohibit Rouge from Fragrance World. If you have used it, I'd love to know what you think in the comments. And till I see you on another video, enjoy the rest of your day or night. Thank you so much for watching if you did. Bye.